Welcome to your Barbados Today evening news update for Tuesday, April the 3rd. So glad you could join us. I'm Emmanuel Joseph. A St. George small farmer is today out of pocket by some $2,000 after thieves stole some of her prized animals. An upset Cheryl Phillips told Barbados Today bandits trespassed on her property sometime late yesterday evening or early this morning and carried away some of her purebred black-belly sheep. Phillips is even more concerned that the stolen animals are not fit for human consumption.
This morning when I arose about 4:30 to 5, I went to my sheep pen, realized that the sheep that I leave in there was not in there. Only 4 was in there along with the young ones. And 5 have been taken. 3 have young ones, one week, the other 2 weeks, and one just a couple hours before they were taken away, and 2 are pregnant. And they are not fit for human consumption because one of the mother that is pregnant is sick, is ill, and the other ones that have young ones, they cannot sell for no meat, so they are not fit for human consumption.
Finance Minister Chris Sinclair serves early notice that sugar workers are not likely to be promptly paid at the end of this year's harvest, while he assured that workers would receive all outstanding monies before the start of the crop. He told reporters on the sidelines of the St. Michael Northwest annual kite flying contest at the Carlton grounds on Monday, the government now has to find the money for the current crop.
As far as I am aware, those resources are available. I believe the farmers have been paid substantially, if not all, for the previous crops, which was one of the issues, 16 and 17. I think there are issues pertaining to what happens in 18 and 19, where that is concerned. The sugar industry is a very complicated industry. It is one of the most subsidized or highly subsidized operations in Barbados. I don't think there are very many other industries in Barbados that are as highly subsidized as the sugar industry. And basically government, taxpayers, you, me, other Barbadians have been actually keeping this industry alive, because what we sell on the world market is, in terms of the return, lower in value than what it costs currently to produce sugar using the operations that we have. Now everybody knows that that is not sustainable, has to change, and has to change radically.
Sinclair added that the country must have a serious conversation about the future of the sugar industry. And in the face of the government's cash woes, the former central bank governor, Dr. Deloy Worrell, warns that the Friendly Stewart administration will have to cut its spending even more. In his April economic letter, Dr. Worrell says this is the only way to halt the slide in the island's foreign reserves. Only yesterday, Finance Minister Chris Sinclair declined to provide an update on the island's foreign reserves, saying that he will not preempt the upcoming report from the central bank. However, according to Worrell, government cannot continue to exceed its overdraft limit with the central bank to meet its expenditure, since this was leading to the use of valuable foreign exchange, which he says is unsustainable.
The only solution is a reduction in government spending sufficient to bring government's current account into balance in the first instance. Expenditure cuts will need to be sustained for about 3 years, as suggested in my paper, The Barbados Economy, The Road to Prosperity. That is because of the need to generate savings on the government's current account and rebuild an adequate store of foreign reserves. In that paper, I show how this policy could lead to a healthy 3% growth rate by 2021, the achievement of reserves adequacy, and a gradual reduction in the ratio of government debt to GDP.
To the law courts now, murder-accused Adrian O'Brien Williams was today remanded to Her Majesty's Prison Dodds after appearing before Magistrate Douglas Frederick at the District A Magistrates Court. Williams is charged with the March 23rd killing of Jackie Small of Henley, St. John. Small was stabbed while at Regent Hill, the Pine, St. Michael. He later died at the QEH. Williams will reappear in court on May the 2nd. In sports now, Pakistan outplayed the West Indies by 8 wickets in the third and final 2020 international in Karachi today, completing a 3-0 clean sweep of the series. The West Indies fared better with the bat compared to the first 2 matches, reaching 153 for 6 in their 20 overs after winning the toss. It was not enough, however, as Pakistan got to the total comfortably, with opener Babar Azan scoring a rapid 51 runs off 40 balls. Today's victory strengthened Pakistan's position at the top of the world T20 rankings, with a 4-point lead over second-placed Australia.
There's regional and international news after this short break.
Barbados Today, news you can trust.
Welcome back with news from the region now. Jamaica's 2 main political parties will tomorrow resume bipartisan talks after years of being stalled. Several issues, including national security, electoral re-verification, and the chairmanship of the parliamentary committees, will top the agenda. The Office of the Prime Minister says the Jamaica Labour Party's team will be led by party leader and Prime Minister Andrew Holness and will include General Secretary Dr. Horace Chang, JLP Chairman Robert Montague. The People's National Party, that will be led by Party President and Opposition Leader Dr. Peter Phillips, accompanied by General Secretary Julian Robinson and PNP Chairman Fitz Jackson. And in the U.S., a Dutch lawyer tied to the former Trump deputy campaign chairman, Rick Gates, became the first person to be sentenced in the Robert Mueller's investigation after he admitted to lying to investigators. More in this CNN report.
30 days in jail is what the judge just sentenced Alexander Van der Zwaan. He's going to pay a $20,000 fine. The federal judge said that Van der Zwaan took steps to ingratiate himself with Paul Manafort and Rick Gates. Paul Manafort, the former campaign chairman for the Trump campaign, and that he hid his lies from his own law firm, and that's why he lied. According to the judge and according to prosecutors, Van der Zwaan concealed some very key information that prosecutors were interested in, including the fact that Rick Gates was in frequent contact with someone who the FBI says is a Russian intelligence agent, this man by the name of Konstantin Kalimnik, and this occurred during the 2016 campaign, in the middle of the 2016 campaign. So now we know that Van der Zwaan is going to be serving 30 days in jail. He could have faced up to 6 months, but we always knew that, that it was going to be on the lower end of the scale.
And that's news and sports. But for the very latest, visit our website at www.barbadostoday.bb. You can also subscribe to our e-paper, email updates, or like us on Facebook. We are also on Izumi Media in bus terminals, as well as screenplay at supermarkets and gas stations near you. You can also hear us on Mix 96.9 FM. I'm Emmanuel Joseph. Have a fantastic evening.